Have you ever wondered how some people seem to grow their wealth, even while they sleep? What if I told you there is a simple financial secret that could turn a small amount of money into a fortune over time, without working extra hours or taking huge risks? That secret is compound interest. And today, I am going to explain how it works in the simplest way possible, so you can start using it to build real wealth. Welcome back to Rich Map, where we help you navigate your journey toward financial freedom. Let's start with something you have probably heard before. Money makes money. It sounds cliche, right? But when you truly understand how compound interest works, you will realize this phrase is not just a saying, it as a proven formula for wealth creation. Imagine this. You invest $1,000 in an account that earns 10% interest per year. Now let's see what happens if you leave that same $1,000 to grow for 20 years at the same 10% annual rate, without adding a single extra dollar. Your investment grows to around $6,727. That's more than 6 times your original amount just from the power of compounding. And if you keep adding even a small amount every month, your growth skyrockets. For example, if you invest $100 every month for 20 years at the same 10% return, you should have nearly $76,000. You would have only contributed $24,000, but compound interest did the rest of the heavy lifting. So, what makes compound interest so powerful? Time. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. He said, "Those who understand it, earn it. Those who do not, pay it." That's exactly right, because compound interest can either work for you or against you. Let's take the example of a credit card. If you owe $1,000 and the interest rate is 20%, and you do not pay it off, that debt grows too through compound interest. The same rule applies. Interest on interest, except this time, it's making you poorer instead of richer. That's why understanding compound interest is not just important for investing it. It's also crucial for managing debt. Now, let's talk about how you can use this concept to your advantage. The key ingredients to make compound interest work for you are time, consistency, and patience. First, time. The earlier you start investing, the greater your results will be. Let's compare two people, Sarah and John. Sarah starts investing $200 a month at age 25 and stops at 35. John waits until he is 35 to start investing the same $200 a month and continues until he is 65. You might think John will end up with more money because he invested for 30 years, while Sarah only invested for 10. But because Sarah started earlier, her money had more time to compound. Next, consistency. Compound interest works best when you are consistent. Regularly adding to your investments, even small amounts, creates exponential growth. Think of it like planting a tree. You do not just plant it and walk away. You water it, nurture it, and give it sunlight. Over time, it grows bigger and stronger. Your money behaves the same way. Finally, patience. Compounding does not make you rich overnight. It's not flashy or fast, but it's incredibly reliable. The first few years might not seem impressive, but as the years go by, growth accelerates. That's because compounding follows an exponential curve. It starts slow, then suddenly takes off. Now, where can you actually see compound interest in action? Savings accounts, certificates of deposit, mutual funds, index funds, retirement accounts, and even dividend reinvestment plans all use compounding to grow your wealth. The more frequently your interest compounds, say monthly or daily instead of annually, the faster your money grows. Let's say you put your money into an index fund that historically returns around 8% annually. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 25, by the time you reach 65, you will have over $1.5 million. You would have contributed only $240,000. Over those 40 years, the rest, over $1 million, is compound interest. And that's why the rich always say, let your money work for you. They are not kidding. But remember, compound interest is not just about investing, it's about habits. Avoid high-interest debt because it compounds against you, and focus on investments that allow your money to grow for you. Reinvest your earnings, stay consistent, and give it time. The results will surprise you. So, how do you start? Begin small, but start now. Open an investment account. Even if it's just with $10 or $50 a month, the key is to get in early and stay consistent. Every dollar you invest today has decades to grow. The longer you wait, the more you lose out on the exponential power of compounding. One of the most powerful visuals for this concept is the snowball effect. Imagine rolling a small snowball down a hill. At first, it's tiny, but as it keeps rolling, it picks up more snow, gets bigger, and moves faster. That is exactly what compound interest does with your money. It turns small efforts into massive results over time. And here is the truth. Compound interest does not care how much you earn or what your background is. It rewards discipline, patience, and consistency. You do not need to be rich to start, but you do need to start to get rich. If there's one takeaway from this video, it's this. Time is your greatest ally. The sooner you let compound interest work for you, the easier your financial journey becomes. Thanks for watching Rich Map, where we help you create your own map to wealth and financial freedom. If you found this video valuable, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more practical investing and money tips, and share it with someone who needs to understand how powerful compound interest really is. Remember, start small, stay consistent, and let time do the magic. See you in the next one.